Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can select your difficulty, play style, favorite team, or accessibility options. You can always change these later from the game settings. Accessibility settings.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options.
Accessibility
the narration
settings.
option is set to off is selected.
What's up, Chris?
It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl from right here in Orlando, Florida. Coming up, the AFC looking to make it 3 in a row as they square off against their rivals from the NFC. I'll be back at halftime, but first let's get you downtown to Camping World Stadium. Standing by our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League.
Are you gonna be on Fortnite?
Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. As always, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, Rams and Patriots still a week away. We'll touch on that later. But as Coach said, the AFC coming in here on a 2-game win streak.
And I love the fact that it's back to AFC versus NFC. We had that little time frame with captain's picks, and there was no side. I didn't like that. So let's see if the NFC can get into it. Drew Brees will be their starting quarterback. Probably a little perturbed about how his season ended. And Patrick Mahomes from Kansas City, what a second season for that youngster.
Throwing on first down is Brees. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 68 yards. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination, though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing now is Brees. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. An 11-yard touchdown. And the NFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it. And that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Mahomes to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 11 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he finds his Chiefs teammate, Travis Kelce. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Jason Myers now for the AFC field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Breeze. Lets it fly for Thielen. almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score NFC 6, AFC nothing.
6-0 our score after one. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's NFC football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Now Breeze. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught inside the 25 and all the way down to the 24-yard line. Well, he was so good throwing the football on third down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something during, as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's third down. He finds a way to convert.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his third Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
On is Aldrick Roses for the NFC field goal. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chain. This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's 1st and goal. Can they finish it off and punch it in the end zone? Now, Breeze again. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, NFC. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes, 4th down. And the NFC adds on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final. It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Brees going to try and throw on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brees pass. Intended for Michael Thomas. Incomplete.
Ready? You ready? Yeah.
They'll run it with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk. It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task.
Ready? Yellow waiting.
Brees now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The safety, Jamal. Adams able to break that one up.
Ready? Yellow waiting. Let's go. Two times.
Here we go. It's Gurley. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll come out in the pistol. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw, it's Brees. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, NFC. Zach Ertz, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was looking for Landry that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Aaron Donald with a sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. A 14-yard touchdown. And the AFC able to cut into the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here on a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the NFC adds on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Mahomes now on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And what the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return is Cohen. Oh, he slipped right by him. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy the Madden you already know and love with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game and exhibition.
Like took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Got so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage.